Dr. Kate Walker, and I am trying out a new camera today, so super excited about this. I'm using 2 monitors, so super technologically advanced today. I'm so happy about that too. And I'm so happy that you guys are here today because we're specifically packing our backpack to create, so that we have the tools to make sure that we're operating our business in a way that doesn't kill us, right? So my thing is we have to achieve balance. In fact, that's what I named my counseling practice, right? I named it achievebalance.org. I want people to not work themselves to death, including me. So when I started my practice, I loved it. I still do. I love my practice. But what we find with things that we love is we want to spend time with that thing, right? We spend time with it. We want to nurture it. We want to grow it. And then things around us start to suffer, right? Including, our health. It could be our family relationships, lack of balance affects your job, your relationships, your health, maybe even your freedom sometimes. So I'm going to talk specifically about tools today to help you manage your time, because unfortunately we only get 24 hours in a day. I mean, I wish I could give you more, but I can't. That's all I've been given. That's all you get. So I am using my new Brio Logitech camera today. I'm looking into this camera. It's super cool. I'm using my Yeti microphone. I have set my room back up, so it's kind of become my happy place. If you look around, this is going to test my camera's ability to keep up with the motion, right? So I've got my books. I got a new bookshelf. I've got a therapy spot. So those are great tools as well to make sure that we feel comfortable in our space. But again, today is all about the time management. So I'm so glad that you're here. First things first, I've got to give shout outs to new members. If I can do, you know what? Facebook changed. Facebook, they came along and they changed, and I can't find the things I want to find. Let's see. I'm looking for pending. No. Okay, I got nothing. I'm looking at the Badass Business Facebook page. I'm looking for the new members, and honestly, I want to give you all a shout out. I'll do it next week. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. All right, so let's talk about my commercials. I give away lots of free stuff, but the commercials pay the bills. What do I do for a living? I run Kate Walker Training. It provides the 40-hour training to become an LPC or an LMFT Supervisor in Texas. It's one of the only completely online trainings around, and it's the only one to offer you a 1-year free membership as a certified counselor supervisor member. That means your orientation materials, templates, we keep you updated with rules, all your supervisor CEs for a year. As long as you're a member, it's free. And of course that includes your consultation group, which is coming up soon. If you're a supervisor and you're watching this video, finish the video, absolutely. Then go to Texas Supervisor Training Facebook page. When you join that page, you are part of almost 600 supervisors and counselor educators in Texas. We support one another, we ask questions, we answer questions, and every month we have a supervisor consultation group. And if you're a member of the certified counselor supervisors, all of those consultation group attendance tickets are free, including the season ticket. So head over there today, go to katewalkertraining.com, become a member. That's for supervisors. Now for you guys in this group, I've got my Badass Business meeting. It's coming up soon. It's coming up in September. I got to have 4 people, just 4 people for this to make. It's 2 hours. I will give you a CE for ethics and, well, not for supervision, but I'll give you a CE for ethics and general CE for your renewal. It's 2 hours. We talk about business. Right now, I don't have enough people for the course to make. I need at least 4 people. So if you've been procrastinating, don't procrastinate anymore. It's $50. There's a link on this page. Look down here. I'll put it in the thread. I'll put it at the top of the page. It's the Badass Business Meeting, 2 hours, $50. Let's talk about business. Let's get your business up and running. If it's already running, let's tweak it so it's going better. Let's problem solve. Let's troubleshoot. This is just for Badass Business members, right? That's for you guys on this page. Now, I do have a membership on my website. I'll talk about that more, but for today, I wanted to make sure you knew those two things, Texas Supervisor Training and the Badass Business Meeting. Get on it, get over there, get involved. Let's get your business in shape. Why? Because this is your fault. This is your dream. You're the one that wanted to become a counselor, and now you're too important to your community to lose to things like giving up, going broke, burning out. Why? Hashtag counselors don't quit. All right, with this new camera, I'm literally looking at the camera. I'm not looking at my feed, so if you're talking to me, I can't see it. So I'm so glad that you're here, though. And I don't know if I'm going to keep using this camera because I miss seeing you guys and your names and being able to shout out to you. All right, so time management. Why is that important? Well, because you run out. I know as counselors, I've been doing this a long time. How many of you know when the top of the hour is? Like, I can be sitting there talking with my family, and for no reason at all, I get up and I'll like go to the bathroom and go get a drink of water, and I'll look at the clock, and it is exactly on the hour or on the half hour. I have trained my body to think in terms of 50 to 55 minutes, right? So good thing, bad thing, I'm not sure, but I know for productivity, there are a couple of issues that come into play, right? There's something called the Parkinson's principle, and I want you to Google that. And it's this weird thing that it's a mind trick that we play with ourselves, that the more time that we have, the more work we think we have, right? So it seems like, well, Kate, that doesn't make sense. Of course I have more work. I don't have enough time to finish it. Well, this is also the principle of the false deadline. As you create a false, let me not even say a false deadline. As a deadline approaches, have you ever noticed that you get more work done? Right? And so as that deadline approaches, suddenly you're more efficient. You can write those emails. You can clean out your inbox. When you know that you have to be somewhere, or somebody is waiting for you in another room to present something, or you're in school. I know we got a lot of folks in here that are still in their master's program, or maybe you just finished your master's program, right? But you're at a job and you have to have those reports written on a weekly basis. If you got a report due on Friday, suddenly Thursday night you're going to get it done. Why? Because that's the kind of person you are, right? But what happens is we procrastinate. So here's the funny thing, mental health providers, right? Let's engage our Skinner brain for a second, right? Because what we've done is we've trained our brain to be productive in response to a deadline. It's not a good thing, right? Our brains are super smart, right? It's wired for reward. What's the reward? The reward, I can't say that word. The reward is completion, right? So if you have trained your brain to anticipate the deadline as the stimulus, and on the other side of that stimulus is this big fat reward of job well done, good job, you did it. Look at you, you pulled it out again. Look at you, you always wait till the end. We can count on you. We know you're the one that's always gonna get it done at the, well, you know what you're doing? You're training your mouse brain to anticipate the cheese if they wait long enough. That's not good for you, right? That's not good for you at all, because you are going through a process of beating yourself up. Oh, why am I procrastinating? Things are piling up. You're feeling stressed. You got that heaviness in your chest. You're getting that headache. Maybe you already suffer from chronic issues, chronic pain, chronic fatigue. All of that gets compounded when you are training your brain to anticipate the stress of a deadline in order to, this is the key, in order to be productive and succeed. So what we're doing today is we are going to break that, right? We are going to unwire that. We're going to take our big hedge clippers and we're going to clip it and be done with it. How? Well, we're going to create our own damn deadlines, right? So the principle of creating the false deadline is sometimes called the Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique. I don't know why. Pomodoro means tomato in Italian. So anyway, somebody came up with it, not me. The Pomodoro Technique is the idea that you will create increments of 25 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes. I don't see my phone around, but if I did, I would hold it up and show you. This is a game that I play with myself. I use this technique on a regular basis. I take my gigantic to-do list. I grab 3 things off that gigantic to-do list. I write it down, 3 things. Then I set my timer for 25 minutes and I hit start. My brain, remember my mouse brain, right? It's wired, it's already done. Skinner told us why. I'm not going to go into that. My brain suddenly pops into gear because it's saying, oh my gosh, Kate, you've only got 25 minutes to get this done, right? My brain is very simple. And what happens is that those three things I get done, bam, bam, bam. Or if I only get one thing done, sometimes I find that I haven't chunked enough, right? So you know, chunking, you take a thing and you chunk it into smaller pieces. So I teach myself to chunk things based on this. Now I'm going to take a second, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit refresh because I've got two monitors now and I'm super cool. I'm not that cool. My husband gave me a monitor. So I'm happy with that. So one of the things that I'm going to try to do is answer questions. So if you have questions about that, put that in the thread. So we've talked about two things, Parkinson's principle, Pomodoro principle, and the idea of creating a false deadline to increase productivity. Now, how do we put this all together? Well, okay, all right, so we talked about that. So one of the things that I like is Googling time management productivity software. Have you ever done that before? So go to the Google machine and click time management software. I've been through a ton. There's software called Podio, software called Scrum, S-C-R-U-M. The software that I've landed on is called Trello, T-R-E-L-L-O, Trello. And what Trello does is it allows you to have your projects divided either by order of urgency, or you can organize your project by title. So different ways of organizing your teams. If you have teams, you can share your Trello board. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Google my Trello board, and let's see if I can show you. Here's what the Trello board looks like. You can hear my dog barking. They're not happy. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, so here's my Trello board. So if you look over under my board, you can see that I've named my boards. Okay, so I usually show my 40-hour course. This is my 40-hour course board. So you can see as I scroll, I divide into how many days they have left to finish. So as they move along in the course, I slide them over, I change the label, and I send them an email. As they complete the course, I put them here. Okay, so Trello is an amazing way for you to organize your life and your projects. All right, now I'm going to try to get back to, I love trying new things. I'm trying to get back to the Facebook page. Let's see, sorry, 1 second. There we go. Okay, so I'm back. One of the things to remember as you're finding productivity software, you know, that feeling that you get when you buy a new calendar or you buy a new journal and you're like, oh, I'm going to sit in my corner in my happy place and I'm going to really dive into this and I'm going to just get into the numbers and just get myself organized. Sometimes it becomes a project in and of itself, right? So whatever you decide on, and I'm going to put this in the threads, I'm going to put the 3 things that I've tried. I've tried Podio software, I've tried Scrum, I've tried, in fact, I think the Scrum is actually it's where I learned the Pomodoro Technique. And then finally Trello, I'll put that link here in the thread as well. And so you're able to do things quickly. If you find any bit of software that I recommend or anyone else recommends that takes up more time, Because remember, your time is precious. If it takes up more of your time, it's not worth it, okay? I have a rule that's if it takes me 10 minutes, I need to ask for help. If it takes me an hour, I've probably got the wrong software. One of the reasons I'm trying out this new camera, right? It's plug and play. I love anything that's plug and play. If it operates quickly out of the box, that's for me. Your time is too precious to lose to things like getting organized. So whatever you choose, today we're talking about time management, we're talking about project management. Do it in a way that makes sense to you and you can explain it to somebody else, because ultimately your goal is to hand off all of these tasks to someone else, right? You can't just continue to be the head honcho for the rest of your life, right? Eventually you're going to sell your business. If nobody's talked to you about that before, you need to start thinking about this. You're creating a business just like you would take care of a house. Eventually you want to sell your house, right? So you're not going to add on a room if you're not a construction person. You're not going to build your own sinks if you're not a plumber. So anything that you don't know how to do, you want to be sure that you're hiring out. But this is your business. You're preparing it to sell. So anything I recommend, right? Time management software, scheduling software, anything. My YouTube videos, going to katewalkertraining.com to see these videos. I try to do things quickly, right? You've got your Monday Minute. I've got my Thursday 30. They're quick, they're easy. You can sit down, take what you need to from them, and then get back to work. So that's how you should treat your time management software. If it takes you too long to gear up, organize everything, get everything out of your paper notebook into the cloud, then it's probably not for you. Start small though. Start with one Trello board. See if it changes your life. All right, how much time do I have left? I'm actually doing pretty good on time. So this concludes July's Packing Up Our Backpack with Good Tools. We've talked about all kinds of things this month, from our conversion speech to organizational software to the glory and the beauty that is the back office of your website, where all of that good opportunity is to increase your rating in the Google search listings, right? SEO optimization. So go through the videos in July and see what you need for your business, right? These are great tools to help you get started. In September, we're going to get going, right? So we've talked about the tools, but we're going to really think about, I hate to be too woo-woo on you, but we need to start visioning. We need to start thinking about what is it that you want your practice to look like. So if you're a new person in the group, or you're in your master's program, or you're still getting supervision, that's awesome. This is a great time to start thinking about your business. If you're a school counselor, if you are a counselor at an agency and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore, get out, go to Walgreens, get you some poster board and some glitter, because we're going to make a vision board. Now, I'm not going to make that with you, but you can do it virtually, you can do it on your own time, but I will guide you through it. Then I'm going to help you try to understand the barriers that are keeping you from doing this thing, right? Because they're very easy to see and they're very easy to tackle and destroy, right? We are in the business of staying in business. It's not fair to your community to get yourself established, do a damn good job, and then go out of business because you weren't organized or you didn't plan well enough. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you avoid that. So September, we're going to start. I know 2020 has sucked. God bless all the people in the path of Hurricane Laura. We're sending our thoughts and prayers to them right now. But COVID is not a dream killer, right? It's a plan killer, right? It killed your plans. It didn't crush your dreams, all right? COVID didn't change the fact that you still have a dream to have an amazing private practice, or an amazing counseling career in an agency, or an amazing career as a school counselor. I'm here to help you make sure that that happens. If you're a counselor who wants to become a supervisor, guess what? It's time. Take the 40-hour training. If you're a counselor in your master's program and you're thinking, I've got to, do this agency work for 3,000 hours, then I'm going to hang my shingle, come back, go through my videos, go to Kate Walker Training YouTube, check them out, and do what you need to do to make this dream happen. You are too important to lose to things like going broke, giving up, breaking the rules, of burning out. Why? Because counselors don't quit. This is Dr. Kate Walker. I'm going to try to look over here and end this live video, but maybe I can maintain eye contact. I doubt it. Have a great day, and you can watch the side of my head while I try to finish this video. Still looking. Yep, still don't know how to finish the video. There it is. All right, guys, I found the button. Have a great day.